This is something that I have done for a little Rocketeer game that I've been working on, and I'm creating a initial level that's going to be kind of like a tutorial where you learn how to move. And so the background is not fully done, but it's supposed to take place inside of a castle. And there's going to be some sections where Cliff he doesn't have his rocket pack yet. It's being captured, so he can hide in the shadows and kind of hug the walls, and then he can attack guards and stuff like that from the shadows here and knock them out. Which I was thinking maybe I might include like a timer so that they might revive themselves after a certain amount of time or whatever. And then so what you can't see is like there's a hit detection box here that if they detect you within a certain range, they will fire. And so you can see that this guy here has actually seen Cliff, and so he will turn around and kind of follow him and continue to fire. But you can get close, and let's see if we can knock him out just with, there we go. So that part you can't see, it's behind the scenes, but I think this might allow me to kind of like be a little bit more strategic in terms of like how I set up the levels. You can see like there's a life meter up in the upper left-hand corner. There probably will be one for other things that you can collect as well, but you can see he took some damage from that because he doesn't have any weapons to use, so he has to get in really close. And so I'll probably have to design the levels in such a way that it allows you to actually take advantage of these stealthy parts. So that's what I have for now. All right, so this is an updated sort of progress thing on what I've been doing since the first time I recorded this. And what I've done since is that I've worked out how to create counters and work out power-ups. So you can see Cliff is still there. He can still do stuff in the shadows. He can now hide in the shadows and then knock out one of these guards from right there and then pick up power-up. So this is if I work it out correctly, you should be able to get a couple different weapons. What I'd like to be able to do is after you have knocked out a guard is actually be able to search them and be able to sort of get a random selection of different things. And what I was thinking is that maybe some of it would be the ammunition for like, their weapons, but it could also be things like, so this is like, obviously these things need to be drawn to scale, but this would be like the rifle ammunition, the grenades. Let's take care of this guy. This took a remarkable amount of time to get that just correct. I don't know, it just took a long time to get that working. But the other thing besides that would be not ammunition, the fuel for the rocket pack, which he doesn't have yet. But I wanted to make the fuel, the rocket pack, a sort of a commodity, which does depend to some degree on the amount of fuel you have. But I wanted to make it like sort of miserly in terms of how much fuel it actually used, because that's obviously the most fun part, is to be able to fly around on the rocket pack. And so I don't want to be limited by having to constantly farm for fuel. Right, so here you can see Cliff took some damage, and you can get some like a health pack and stuff like that. That's supposed to be like a pack of Beeman's gum, the lucky gum for flyers. And I was thinking like maybe what that could do would be that could like improve your chances of getting stuff when you're searching. Maybe it's like a luck thing. Maybe it makes you harder to hit. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe like some temporary invincibility, or I don't know, something like that. So I don't know, we'll see. So this is what I've gotten so far.